They're only good against bad teams when they're able to get out in front and front run. I told y'all, we don't have one signature win this season. There hasn't been one game this season where the Lakers were down 15, 20 points, and we needed Luka to be at his best for us to win the game.
Alka-Seltzer Plus Gold Fruit Fizzy Chews. Chew, fizz, feel better fast.
For the ones working to make every day a little sweeter, there's Granger. For the ones who get it done.
Luka sucks. Shout out to Dak Hater. You said him being watched at 26 is likely because he's been playing pro since he was 14. Yeah. I mean, whatever the excuse is, I don't really think that's an excuse, though, in all honesty. I don't really think him playing pro basketball is an excuse for him being watched. I just think he just doesn't care anymore. And he doesn't care because, they're still going to pay him even though he's ass. It's like Kawhi. It's like Kawhi. It's like, why would you try when they're still going to pay you for losing? It's like Ben Simmons. This is the modern NBA. So I'm not gonna give Luka an out, Dak Hater, by saying, oh, well, he's been playing pro since he was 14. No, he just doesn't care anymore. And that's obvious. This is the modern NBA player. They stat pad, they get paid, and then they quit. He got his money, so he quit. He doesn't care anymore. He's not going 100% anymore. Luka right now is probably going 30 to 40%. He's not going hard as he used to go. And that's obvious. Now, LeBron James, folks, he was asked tonight. I can't even lie to you guys. LeBron was asked tonight. And I thank God for him being asked tonight. I really did. He had me nervous in that first half. I think he had 15 points in that first half. He had me a little bit nervous, folks, because I told you guys, I faded the Lakers. I took the Pistons. So I was going to be pissed off if I got burned by LeBron and the Lakers tonight. So thank God LeBron stunk it up in the second half. Finished the game, 17 points, 6 of 17, 3 of 10. Yeah, he didn't play good at all. But once again, I'm not going to really blame LeBron for the way he's playing for the simple fact that we've never asked LeBron to do this, right? Like, we've never asked LeBron. I mean, even when he played with AD, even AD's first year as a Laker, AD averaged like 26 and LeBron averaged like 25. LeBron still was getting his. Playing with Luka, I mean, it's just terrible, man. Like, I don't see how anybody could win with Luka. Nobody can win with Luka. Porzingis couldn't win. Brunson, Kyrie, now LeBron. Luka he's a team killer. He has a track record of this. Porzingis didn't like him. Rick Carlisle didn't like him. Jalen Brunson and Kyrie both haven't had more success without Luka. Jalen Brunson is more successful without Luka than he was with Luka. Kyrie had more success without Luka than he did with Luka. LeBron had more success without Luka than he did with Luka. Luka is the common denominator of all of his teams losing. And JJ Redick doesn't want to make any changes. This is a clown show. Luka is not a point guard. Thank you, Jordan C. Folks, like Jordan C said, 8 turnovers tonight, folks, from Luka Dookie. 8 of them. This is what happens when you apply ball pressure, when you put adequate defenders on them, when a good coach can scheme against him. He sucks. Nigga said Kyrie choked in the final. No, dude. Luka choked in the finals, dude.
Kyrie did choke in the finals, bro.
Luka sucks. So once again, LeBron, I can't blame LeBron. Nobody can win with Luka playing next to Luka. Nobody can. So LeBron played like trash, but like I said, that's my GOAT, and it's his birthday. Shout out to my GOAT, man. You know, he doesn't deserve it. He deserves way better than this, man. But he did this to himself, so it is what it is.
By 5. Pass to Hastings. Double by Iverson. Here's to Clark. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Lucky to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
Yeah, the offense was AWOL. It just wasn't there. No rhythm, no flow, just a tough day.
How about the dunk right there?
Like I said, folks, my GOAT didn't play good today, but he's still my GOAT. He gets the benefit of the doubt. He's the only one that gets the benefit of the doubt. Everybody else, you don't get a benefit of the doubt.
Hastings grabs the ball.
You don't get a benefit of the doubt. My GOAT is the only one. He's put in the work. He's the only one that gets the benefit of the doubt. The rest of y'all are going to get held accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
This is off the front ice. Philadelphia leading by 7.
So my GOAT is the only one that gets a pass. This is perfect. He's going to get. I'm going to let him slide. My GOAT's always going to get away.
Down low, Coleman.
My GOAT.
Time pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
It is what
What
it is.
you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Now, this bum, Jake from State Farm, 38 minutes, 9 points, folks. 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 5 from the three-point. I tell you guys over the
And
summer.
so we conclude the first half.
Oh, remember all the clowns chat? It was like, oh, he's better than DFS.
Don't go away.
Oh, he upgraded from DFS. Yeah, Jake Laravia's younger, and he's better offensively than DFS. We're way better.
And we're back with you, all set to bring
Shut
you more
up,
action
DJ.
from Game 3.
Please be
We've seen
quiet.
Allen Iverson really have a great game.
You were better off
How
before
about
he
the amount
finished.
he's contributing in the scoring column?
Jake Laravia
Two
is a
quarters, he
problem.
has been terrific.
And you know what? They've
That's
come
simple.
at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed
He's
him
a
down.
bigger Dalton Connect. Sucks.
Maybe you want a hot rocking body like me? Try the new viral gelatin recipe that I'm running in it. Don't have more than 1 food a day. Otherwise, you'll drop the weight too fast. It's simple, effective, and takes less than 20 seconds to make. Yes, it's that simple. It all started when Dr. Austin called me and asked a very strange question. Do you have gelatin at home? At that time, I weighed about 203, and I was constantly in the headlines because of my weight. Magazines.
These guys can put on a dribbling clinic.
DeAndre
To the
Gayton.
middle. It's stolen.
You see what happens when he plays a real center tonight. And we're going to get to the Pistons stats in a
Here's to
second.
Clark.
DeAndre Gayton, the bisexual man. I saw somebody in the chat say he had 2 rebounds.
Wide open look. And the
Oh,
jumper calls for
I
it.
saw it versus Houston.
And
He's
the
soft.
76ers lead by 7.
He doesn't want, he's not a center for real. He don't want to bang in the trenches. You need real niggas in the trenches,
It
man.
goes in.
We got a bisexual nigga in the trenches.
Focused in the paint.
And so
He
now
needs
a timeout
shooters in the
called by
trenches.
Doc Rivers. He
We
made the
need gang
decision to huddle
bangers.
up with his guys.
Why do you think we got
and
clapped
talk
by
about
Minnesota? They had gang members. They had gang members down there. Nas Reed, gang member. Julius Randle. Julius Randle's a felon. Nas Reed's a gangbanger. Jaden McDaniel. They got hitters. They talking about Austin, his foot was hurting. His big toe was injured. That nigga didn't want to go down there. He didn't want to go to Compton. He didn't want to drive to Compton. He didn't want to go to Watts. He didn't want to go down there. He wanted to stay. He wanted to stay in Malibu by the 3-point line. He didn't want to drive to the hood. He didn't want to drive to
And here in the
Watts.
second half of play, we're
He didn't want to
just
go
over
hang with the
half.
Crips.
The shot from 20 feet away. Counted.
When you
And
playing for the
76ers
Lakers, you scared to
lead
catch
as
a
they get
fade.
down now to just
It's
7 on the
LA.
bucket from Hastings. Inside, here's Iverson.
Fades are mandatory in LA.
Contact.
They're
I mean,
mandatory.
heck, Iverson just out there doing
As soon as you
what he
get
does
off the
best.
plane, you gotta catch a fade, man.
Defense hasn't had much of an
It's time to
answer,
swallow
pun
up.
intended.
You're not hurt Kendrick Lamar.
On what looks to
Swallow
be an
up.
illegal screen.
You gotta earn your stripes, nigga. No, y'all done brought these soft-ass white boys to LA.
That pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah,
Gang
the
getting
officials
pissed
aren't
in Los
nearly as
Angeles.
lenient as
You're
they
brought
used
these
to be on
goddamn
that
white
call.
boys
As a
over
matter of
here,
fact,
and you wonder
I know
why
I got
they
away
keep
with a
getting
lot of
pushed
those in my
around
playing
and
days,
keep
but
getting
that was
exposed
40
and
years
keep
ago.
getting clapped.
From about 16. And McDonald's
Kobe was a
pulls it
real
down.
nigga.
The Magic trail by 9.
Shaq is a real nigga. LeBron is a real
And the
nigga.
layup is good.
AD is a real
McGrady's got
nigga.
6.
Like the size
You
McGrady
gentrified
has
the
inside,
team,
fantastic
and these
at
white
kinda
boys don't
angling
want to
his
catch a
body there
fade.
for the interior shot.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout.
That's
He's
the
going to take a
reality.
minute here to get things straightened out.
Breeze don't want to catch a fade with Beef Stew. Beef Stew was crazy. That nigga's crazy.
And it's
Don't
the
nobody on the
76ers with the
Lakers
ball.
want any smoke with Beef Stew. Probably other than LeBron. He's probably the only one that can go toe-to-toe with Beef Stew.
Out to the right wing.
Y'all don't want no smoke with Beef Stew. You don't want no
Here's Van
smoke with
Horn.
James Durant
Uses
down
the
there in
glass
the
to finish the
streets.
layup.
Free agent don't want no smoke, man. He's soft, man. He dyes his hair. What grown man plays in his head does?
Hastings, the pass to McGrady. Here's Francis.
I was on
McGrady who picks up the
this
assist.
is probably
And Francis,
This is
fearless
probably
as a player,
October
somebody that feels
2024,
like he
right?
can score inside
I'm in Phoenix,
anytime
right?
he
We
wants
had a
to.
rooftop bar with this girl. And she had like some,
Well,
she had some
we're into the
cute
third
hair,
quarter.
right?
Just over 2.5 minutes played.
She had some cute hair. It was like bronze looking, right?
Gets
So
it
we
to
got
go
talking about her
from
hair.
beyond the arc.
And then she asked me, she's
And
like, would
now
you ever
just
dye
a
your hair? I'm like,
4-point 76ers lead.
no, I wouldn't.
Here's Snow.
Grown
Iverson
men don't
outside.
dye their hair.
Basket number 8 for him on
Grown
13
men don't
tries.
dye their
That's
hair. Why are you putting
62% so
color in
far.
your hair?
And you know, Snow knows his team
You got
depends
niggas
on
like
him to
open
do
up
this.
and running
He's a
around
solid floor
dyeing
general.
their hair purple and all. They want to be bitches. What grown man changes his hair color? What grown man
Van
thinks
Horn's
he
got his
feels?
fourth rebound in this one.
These niggas doing French shit on the toes.
Iverson from deep.
DeAndre Ayton puts his nails,
Guard
man.
or shooting guard. Iverson is a scoring guard. That's what he does. He can hurt you
It's
in a
about
lot of
your
different ways.
mentality.
Here's Hastings.
Why would y'all want a nigga that puts his nails on your team?
Capitalizes off the crossover.
What does that say about his
Hastings got 9
mind? That
points
should
here
tell
in
you
the second
everything
half.
about his
Gotta
mentality
be
and where his
crafty
mind is
in
at.
close.
His mind is on pussy.
The 76ers
His
leading by
mind is on
7.
pussy.
To the inside. Here's Van Horn. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
But then you just kind of step
Grown men don't
inside and
paint
let
their
him
nails.
get to the rim.
Grown
There's
men
the
don't
reason,
play with their
GA, the
hair.
lead is what it is
Grown
right
men
now.
You know,
don't
you look
move
at it, the
like that.
communication is lacking,
That's why
as
I
is
never
the
wanted
trust.
him.
They
Y'all
can
was
ill
all
afford
excited.
those
Oh, we
types
got a
of
center.
breakdowns.
We
It
got a
won't work.
center.
You can't
Well, you
win
got the
with
wrong
those kind of
center.
breakdowns.
College check
This
in for the
ain't it.
76ers. Boykins comes in for Allen Iverson. Pito Turkle is checked in for the Magic. McKee against McGrady. McKee the pass to McCullough. And that one drops for him. And it's an 11-point Philadelphia lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on
Everyday American
Shot 2 free
thing.
throws in the game.
If
Made
you
one,
get paid
missed
on
one.
internet,
And he
your
knocks
world
down the
opens
first
up.
one.
You
And
know, you make the free
strike to
throws, and I
find
think
it.
it helps your rhythm, too.
Williams is
That's
checked in
who
for
you
the
is.
76ers.
Yeah, I
Goes
know
in
the
for
time
Snow.
out
The
today.
Magic trail by 12. Pass to Francis. From about 19 feet. No good that time.
That's one he knows he should have drank.
Okay, shout out to Anthony James with the $2 super chat. He said
To the left side
York
wing.
by Merchant. We got GD. Shout out to GD. With the $2 super chat. He said, how can they run with the slow turtle in the lineup? Okay, we got Terrence Hill TV with the $5 super chat.
A nice shot by Boykins.
Whatever adjustments they made at halftime,
He said constant high volume play and
You know, they
repeat
came
shot
out of the
attempts,
locker
taking
room,
physical
revved
toll,
up the
heavy.
gas pedal.
Luka's body
Haven't
breaking
slowed
down.
down
He's
yet.
leaking at the time. Luka is physically
Here's
inferior.
He has yet to
This is
score.
why people are talking about obviously the whites get offended when you just let it through.
for this
This
offense.
is a
76ers have split their free throws
Of
right
course
down the
his
middle so
body's
far.
going to break
They're
down
2
one of
for
these
2.
teams.
First free throw is
every
good.
night.
Some changes for Philadelphia.
You see
Duncan
him?
comes in for Van Horn.
Listen,
And
when
Allen
they put
Iverson subbed
Isaiah
in for
Stewart
Williams.
Well, you have no concerns when
He's
he's at the
like
free
a
throw line.
gorilla.
Very consistent.
Real talk.
Now, here is McGrady. 6 points for
Respectfully,
him.
that nigga looks like a gorilla.
Over Buckner.
When they came the camera to Isaiah Stewart, to Steve Stewart, when he checked in the game, he looked like a black ass
with the foul.
baboon.
That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The 76ers have gone 4
He
of 6
looked
so
like a
far from the line,
silver
missing a couple.
gorilla.
He hits both from the strike.
Do you know what he would do to Luka
Pass to Francis
in a fight?
to end the run.
He would hurt that
No
dude.
foul.
No matter what looks they get,
Y'all are
they
lucky.
just can't
This is a
convert
sanctioned
to stop this run.
referee,
And you gotta be careful. This is when the team
televised
concept breaks
event.
down and
Because
guys
if
start
it
playing
wasn't,
hero ball.
And
if
so it's the
Isaiah
Philadelphia
Stewart
76ers holding a big
to
18-point
bring
lead
T
to
off
close the quarter.
on these
From
white
the
boys
field,
on
they
this
have
team,
been
where he would hurt Luka. Honestly, he would hurt that dude. He would hurt
And
DeAndre
we're
Ayton.
happy to have you back for more
He would
playoff
hurt
basketball
Austin.
here
He would
in
hurt
round
pretty
1.
much anybody on this roster, except LeBron. I think LeBron can take it.
Here is Boykins. He's covered by Armstrong.
But yeah, back to DeAndre Ayton close.
And it's
DeAndre
Iverson
Ayton
missing.
sucks.
The Magic trail by 18. Here's Hastings.
Let me tell you what. He hates his
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Finishing
I don't want no nigga on my
style,
team
use
that
that
finishes.
speed.
I don't want to hang with a nigga. I don't want to hang with a nigga that paints his nails.
Pass to
I don't want to
Boykins.
watch a nigga that paints his nails. I don't want to do nothing with a nigga that paints his nails.
Like that nigga in Chicago.
That's just me. Listen, I'm from a different era. I'm a 90s kid.
90s
I
baby.
don't know what y'all generation be
From
on.
deep,
You know, y'all are into some other
Iverson
shit.
from three-point range.
You know, y'all are okay with this type of shit. Growing up, niggas didn't come and see what they nails painted, man.
You crazy?
That's what little girls.
Hastings.
Girls paint
For the jump
shit.
In textbook, I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat.
Y'all little
Well
niggas
said,
trying
Greg,
to
and
y'all
Mike Clark
compete
with
with
some
all of
major
you.
elevation
Nah, man, y'all
on the
got it.
slam.
Boy, the defender might have to put his shoes
I'm
back on after
just
that move. Wow.
decided to nigga that paints his nails. Okay.
Pass to Boykins.
This
Over
is
Armstrong.
what the fuck is smart? I told y'all, man, this nigga's a
And he
running back.
lays it up and in. And
This
the
nigga's a running
76ers
back.
lead by 19.
All his ass is going to do is
Gotta
take
convert
charges
those
and
chances in
you know, fake like he getting hit all game. Get your goofy ass off
Just
the
over a
floor,
minute
man.
and a
Nobody
half
makes
played
it.
here in the fourth.
You flopping clown.
Here's Rice.
That's all he do is flop all
Pass
game.
to McDice.
That's all he do. Try to take charges and get slapped upside the head. Because that's the only way he can get the ball.
Hedo Turkoglu with the rebound.
The only way he can get the ball is
Got
if he
his fourth rebound with that last
catch
one
a
here
charge.
tonight.
Seriously,
Here's Hastings.
he sucks.
Turkoglu
Marcus
passes
Smart
to
is
Hastings.
washed too. He's
Misses the
washed,
three.
man. He should have just played football, man.
That
Real
time
talk, we
around,
could have put his
just
stupid
lucky.
ass, we could have ran him through gay gap. Real talk, he'd have been a better running back than he
Just a
was an
little under
NBA
2.5
player.
minutes have passed
I don't
now.
like
Here
niggas
we
like
go.
this. These Luke Dort, Marcus Smart,
How pretty was that assist from
6'4"
Earl
shooting
Boyd?
guards that suck, and all they want to do is just run into niggas all day. I don't like niggas like that.
Here's Armstrong.
I don't like
And the
this type of
layup
niggas.
falls.
Marcus Smart sucks,
Armstrong's
man.
got his first basket of
He's
the night.
garbage, man. He's
Incredible
washed,
ball
man.
handling by
Like, he
him right
sucks.
there. That's
It's okay.
almost
But he sucks.
impossible to defend
It
against.
is what it is. And then, like I said, Luka Dookie. What is this, folks? I mean, what is this Russell Westbrook shit, man? What is this, 9 for 22? We were literally better off with Russell Westbrook. Yo, this is insane. You gotta get Russell in this shit. This is insane. This is what? What are you talking about, man?
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Coleman
Ladies
checked
and
in
gentlemen,
for
we should have just
McCollum.
kept Russ
Van
and moved
Horn
on straight
comes
to
in for
Luka.
Williams.
Honestly.
McKee's checked in for
He
Buckner.
could have just kept
And
Russ.
it's Snow
I mean,
in
Russ
for
would have
Earl
did this.
Boykins.
Russ would have did 9 for 22, 3 for 11. He's worse than Russ, man. It sucks, man. 8 turnovers, 9 for
76ers
22.
leading by 19.
Asshole. You're trash.
Here's Snow.
The nigga had just as many free throw makes as he did field goals.
To the wing right side.
Maxi pad out here running around. Bando.
Clerk with the rebound.
Bando's a
No D
fucking
around. You
another
expect him
Marcus
to
Smart.
knock down that
Big
midi.
6'8".
Baseline J.
Awkward
Francis
ass.
passes to
Good
McCollum.
ass.
Good on the
Yeah,
basket.
so all he got
What
was
a
corner.
finish against contact. He definitely earned that bucket.
And defensively, I mean, he didn't
Free
bother
throw
paying
good,
for him
McGrady.
all night.
And watching McGrady, you see the length
Then the
and
rest of the
athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
All he does is catch the ball. He
A bit
can't
under
put the
3.5
ball in the
minutes
court.
of
He
pass
can't
here in the
do
fourth.
something. Now, let's get to the real team.
Strong move off the glass.
Oh, that was a battle down low. Advantage to the offense this time.
The Magic trail by 18. Great team. That forced that miss.
That is not the shot you need
Last
to be
chance to save up to
looking for
55% on
when
pure
you're trying to
titanium
break out of
cookware
the
with
slump.
Timer. We don't want you cooking on toxic disposable cookware this holiday. That's why we dropped our biggest holiday sale ever. This week only, we're giving away $220 worth of gifts with every pan. You'll get a non-toxic spatula, a glass lid, a premium wood trivet, and a mystery gift for $50, all completely free. Pure titanium, zero coatings, naturally non-stick, the world's safest, longest-lasting cookware. Now finally affordable. We sold out last year. This year, the scope is bigger. This guy's a
This nigga's trash.
Protect your health. Save while it lasts. Tap below before the holiday sale disappears.
Here's Snow. That one is good from Van Horn.
Let's get to the real team.
Relentless in their approach.
For these players. This was a hell of a rebuild, folks. They rebuilt this
Buzzer
team
sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every
beautifully on the
possession like it's
fly.
crucial.
I remember a couple years ago, a few years ago, they had one of the longest
139 left to
losing
play in the
streaks
final quarter.
in NBA history. And they completely revamped this roster. I told you guys, they have one white dude.
Here's Francis.
Just one.
He's covered by
And
Snow.
that's
That
Jimmy
one is
Neutron,
good.
a.k.a. Duncan Robinson. Okay? You got to remember, call it the Jimmy Neutron.
132 left of the game.
And they
And
could
game
beat the
3
Heat.
will go in the record
They
books
have
here.
one,
Lots
I
of
saw
energy
one
out there
white
tonight
player
and an
getting
important win
minutes.
for Philadelphia.
Everybody else is forced there.
In this case, it was the higher
That's what I
shooting
love to see.
percentage that made the difference and earned them
Even
the
their
W.
stars.
And
they
this is a
come.
pretty decisive victory. They take the lead in the series 2 games to 1.
Yeah,
How do
game
they do?
threes are very
This is what I
important.
want
If
to
they
see.
can keep this sort
Happy
of
headed
confidence
ass,
going into game
red-headed ass
4, boy,
niggas playing
they are going to be tough to beat.
dark
And you know, when you
skin,
look at the huge
grown
impact
ass
he
men,
had, just a
running up and
monster
down the
game for
court,
Iverson.
It was
dunking
the kind of game for him that all
and
scorers
playing like
dream
wild
of, where the
boys.
basket seemed as wide as
Did
a
you see
barrel.
how many points they scored tonight, folks?
Pass to
Against the
Hastings.
Pistons? They don't play out on the
There's the
3-point,
triple.
that sissy shit
And
that Steph
Philadelphia
Curry
grabs the
started.
miss.
All that light skin
41
crap,
seconds left in
running
the
around
fourth quarter.
twerking, shooting threes. That's that yellow bone nonsense, man.
Here's Snow.
That's that Steph Curry nonsense.
Iverson on the way.
That weak shit, running around twerking and shooting
Just
threes all
tried to
day.
shoot.
No, we're gonna play like some silverback
Goes up and
gorillas.
lays it.
We're gonna run it straight into your chest, nigga. They attack the rim. That's why I like watching them. I love watching them play tonight. This is the basketball that I grew up on.
McGrady
Niggas
outside.
attacking the basket.
Pass to Francis.
I don't want to see no white boys out here shooting 23s a game at the free throw line half the night. Get that trash out of here, man.
So it's the 76ers.
Pistons are a legitimate NBA team. They're a serious franchise that should be getting way more media coverage than what they should. You notice First Take won't discuss them. None of the YouTube shows won't discuss them. Gil's Arena won't discuss them. Shannon Sharp, Nightcap, they won't discuss the Pistons. But y'all will sit up here all day and talk about trash-ass Austin Reeves. It's insane.
Thanks for watching this presentation.
It honestly is. So, yeah, Tobias, he came over from Philadelphia.
So long and good night, everyone.
I don't know what happened with him. I didn't see the play where he got injured, but he only played 6 minutes tonight. And then he left the game. They didn't need him, though. They didn't need him at all. Duncan Robinson, a.k.a. Jimmy Neutron, he didn't really do shit. He had that one big three, though, that kind of put the game on ice. I know you guys saw it when Luka fouled him at the end of the game. That was just pathetic by Luka Dookie. You know, this is why I faded the Lakers. Luka only plays half the game. He only plays offense, and he sucks at that. He's non-existent on defense, and then he sucks on offense too. Luka sucks. Cooper Flag has already surpassed him, folks. That's another thing too that you guys don't want to have a conversation about. Cooper Flag has already surpassed Luka. I've seen enough from Luka. Cooper Flag is better than him. Right now, Cooper Flag is better than Luka Doncic. That's a fact.
That's all your favorite players from Las Vegas. New customers spend $5 and get $250 in bonus bets if you win.
Luka's the most overhyped, overrated player right now in the sport. Okay. Shout out to AMJ Beats with the $5 super chat. LeBron fans. You say, what do you think JJ Redick going to say this time? What's the excuse? Because Detroit ain't the Sacramento Kings. We can get into his post-game comments here in a second, because I will be interested to hear what he has to say with his clown ass. He needs to get back to doing what I do, and that's podcasting. Sorry ass nigga, you ain't no coach. You're a clown, dude. You ain't no coach, man. Don't nobody respect no goddamn bum named JJ Redick. You were a bum. LeBron gets more respect than you. If we're going to let JJ Redick coach, we might as well just let LeBron coach at this point. The players will have more respect for LeBron than they will JJ Redick. That's a fact. That's a fact. The players right now would have more respect for LeBron if he were coaching the team than they would for JJ Redick. Nobody respects JJ Redick. He's a clown with a comb over. That's it. Shout out 444. You said I didn't realize Luka was this bad, honestly. It's hard to watch. Me either, bro. Nico saw it before all of us did. So I got to give credit to Nico. That's why I say Nico's the best GM in the game. Because to me, being a good GM 444, it's not only about identifying good players, it's also about identifying bad players. Right? So the fact that Nico identified Luka as like a cancer to his team, and he had the balls to trade him, knowing the repercussions that were going to come from that, I can't help but to say he's the greatest GM in the game right now. Because who else would have the balls to do it? I don't even think Rob Pelinka would have the balls to do it. I don't think Rob Pelinka right now would have the balls to trade Luka Doncic, but Nico did. So I got to give credit to Nico, man. He's the GOAT to me. Because I didn't even know he was this bad either. Because I didn't watch him in Dallas either. But once again, when you come to the Lakers and you play for the Lakers, all your flaws get exposed, especially when you're playing next to LeBron James. Because every game is a playoff game when you play next to LeBron. See, when he was in Dallas, he could catch teams sleeping. He could catch teams napping. Because don't nobody really care about playing against Luka like that. Luka's not a guy that's like, other teams are like, man, I want to have a good game against him. Nobody really gives a shit about Luka, But when you're LeBron James, everybody wants to have a good game against the GOAT. So now that Luka's on the team with LeBron, he's getting everybody's best shot every night, and we see it's wearing him down to the point where he doesn't even look good anymore. So when people talk about, oh, we got him for the next 10 years, dude, we're 10 months in and he's already looking like ass. We're 10 months in. You talk about 10 years. Get the fuck out here. You're not having 10 years with this bum. What are you smoking, dope? 10 years. Nigga, please. But yeah, shout out to Jalen Duren, though, man. This dude, I like this dude. 14 points tonight, 6 of 8. Had a couple dumb possessions. It was one play during the game. He turned it over. He had Duncan Robinson wide open. He didn't pass it to him, and he turned it over. I was like, what the hell is this idiot doing? Pass the ball, you goofy. But shout out to him, though. I like him. He's a good player. Obviously, I told you guys that one Thompson twin, that nigga sucks to me. What's his name? Azure Thompson. That nigga's garbage. He's a decent defender, though, like his brother. But, yeah, Cade Cunningham, folks. I like Cade, man. Cade is solid, man. Cade is solid, man. He's a no-nonsense kind of a guy. He comes in, he does his job, and then that's it. There's no drama. There's no storylines. There's no bullshit. It's just pure hoops with Cade Cunningham. So shout out to Cade Cunningham, man. 27 points tonight, 12 of 19 from the field, 1 of 4 from the three-point line. Only 2 free throws, too, by the way. He don't got a foul bait, folks. I told you, if you have to foul bait to score, 25-plus points like Luka and Reeves, you suck. That's just the reality. Shout out to Joseph with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Folks, Cade Cunningham is better than Luka. So once again, Luka isn't even top 20. I could name all the players I would take over Luka, and Cade would be one of them. I'm taking Cade right now over Luka. And the fact that Cade Cunningham is not higher on the MVP list, on the MVP ladder this year, is honestly a shame. Speaking of the MVP ladder, Don C, where you been at, dude? We haven't heard from you, you stupid fuck. Yeah, you better go ahead and send my $1,000. Like I said, Don C, I told you I'm going to do it with your money. I'm going to take your $1,000. I still don't know where I'm going to go yet. I'm going to either go to DR, I'm going to go to Colombia, or I'm going to go to Brazil on your dime. Yeah, you stupid clown. I'm talking about Luka's going to win the MVP. Yeah, okay. So, like I said, you might as well go ahead and start collecting my coins now. Because I'm going to use your money, and I'm going to go give me some big booty Latinas, as soon as you send that payment. As soon as that payment comes through, I'm out.
It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals.
Glad you could join us today. Latinas.
Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers.
This is what being asked out this year, guys.
This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg on the sideline.
You better ask your mom. You better ask MJ. When you come over here not knowing basketball, it's going to cost you. When you come over here being a fanboy, it's going to cost you.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. Greg, they have home court now. What do they need to do to take advantage of this opportunity?
These are the games where I feel like you need to make big shots because the teams are close. 1 or 2 plays either way could decide this thing. That's why you have to value every possession.
To dream big with credit limits all in one load. Find ways to take your hits with Smart. See the birds on people, swimming in circles, all the personalized recommendations.
Here's Hastings. Iverson covered. Leclerc, the pass to Hastings. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early,
You can't just go try to find a new player that's 6'10" and say be%. There's certain qualities that the center is going to need playing next to AD. To me,
Fucking God.
I would be very much more Jesus. I wouldn't be left on the road for PJ Tucker.
First quarter. Iverson outside.
Yeah. This stupid ass nigga.
Here's
This
Hastings.
stupid ass nigga said he would put
He's a meter.
Somehow misses the one-handed
It's
flush.
Crazy.
This PJ Tucker.
McKee for the triple. Rebounded by Tracy
Please
McGrady.
don't tell me that was you saying that
Magic
you
have gone 1 of 3
side.
from the field to shoot this one so far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting.
It's not very challenging. Outpatient, it says a lot. We're not talking about at a very high level basketball, right? And you got a really high level. Scott Donald.
Folks, is PJ Tucker in the This stupid ass nigga said he would put PJ Tucker in for 5 against the Lakers.
And he makes the first.
Stupid fuck. Okay, let's get to the Pistons bench though. Beef Stew. Look at Beef Stew today. Beef Stew had himself a game. Damn, Beef Stew brought out to him. 15 points, 6 of 6 from the field. And he knocked down that corner for me. And he was 2 for 2 in the free. Oh, Beef Stew all on things tonight. Once again, this is why I like Silverback Gorilla ass. Big, strong, red-headed, dark-skinned, black-ass, Montrezl Harrell.
Hastings has defenses.
real trench babies. Real good. Y'all want to gentrify the league, all these white boys, all these white skinned niggas.
You know, it's good seeing Francis concentrate on moving the ball.
Give me
We all know he can
5
score, but it's
silverback
good to see him pass
gorillas
the
like
rock, too.
Isaiah Stewart
The
come
short
off my
break in
bench.
action gives us a chance now to send it over to David
Run it
Aldridge.
like that.
I caught up with Coach
You
Larry
got
Brown.
curly hair,
Coach
get
is
out of here.
very aware of
I
the
don't want to see no
explosive
curly hair
scoring
niggas on
ability
my
of Tracy
team.
McGrady.
I don't want to see no
Told
white
me
boys.
there's
on my
nobody
team.
else in
I
the
want to
world
see
like
nothing
him.
but
The shot,
silverback,
the
dark
physicality,
skin,
finishing,
black
doing
ass,
all of that at the
four
size he
seat hair,
has. TMac might
red-headed,
be the best
gang
scorer
banging,
I've ever
hood
coached
rat
against.
criminals that are also felons.
Guys,
That's
All
what
right,
I
thank you,
want.
David. Just 2 to shoot. Hastings
Straight up.
gets hauled in by the 76ers. They're coming off a great victory on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed
I
a
want
lot
nothing
of
but
versatility.
trench
And,
baby,
everything seemed to just
gang
kind of flow
banging,
naturally for him.
felony
Felt like they were in a
having,
groove from the opening
silverback
tip.
gorillas.
Here's Francis.
That's why I want my
Hastings the
team.
pass to Francis.
You can listen. Y'all can do y'all team how
Here's
y'all want.
Hastings.
If I was the GM of the team, that's how I do my team.
Hastings
Nothing
no
but
good.
silver
Nothing
fans,
seems to be
red
going his
headed,
way.
horsey
To
hair,
me, it
dark
appears he's
skin,
starting to lose his
cleared up,
composure a little
hood
bit.
rats.
We'll see if he can regroup and get back
Straight
into a
up.
better rhythm.
Back to Iverson. Over Rice. The
Head
76ers
to
with
toe.
another miss. Magic
You
leading by
ain't wearing
4.
it. You
McGrady outside. Pass to Hastings.
Y'all know how LeBron did it in the post-game press conference with you and on?
Target from three-point range.
Real
The
good.
76ers with possession. Here's Iverson.
Tattoos.
And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Here's Francis.
We'll dominate the league.
Offensive rebound.
18 beats through, we'll run the league.
Pass to Rice.
Shout out to Steve, man.
Orlando.
Now Holland, what's his name?
Here's Hastings. And there's the drive. And the layup's good off the glass.
He played well too.
Hastings
He
got
came
a
in off
second
the
bucket of
bench.
the
He was
night.
lighting.
Nice take, slicing
He's
right
one
to
that
the
really
cup.
pushed
And
me
Larry
in
Brown
that
wants a
third quarter.
timeout. Coach needs a
Then
moment to
Saxon
talk
too.
things over.
He bought out too. He was taking a lot of improvements.
Coach checked
He
in
had
for the
19.
76ers.
Four threes.
Boykins comes in for Snow.
Yeah, they got
The
some good
76ers
production off
trail
the
by
bench. They
6.
he had 9 points. This green nigga
1:33
came
left to
in
play
at
in the first quarter.
8. Yeah, they got some real.
Lets it go.
Their bench. They got
And
real,
Orr,
real
no
bench.
good.
They had 3.
Orlando's
Yeah,
gone
they got almost
0-2
four
from deep.
niggas in double figures. These two had 15,
Here's
Allen
Hastings.
had 11, Sasser had 19, and Jay Knight, he had 9. He had 10.
Pass to Armstrong.
That's a real team. So like I said, let's get into this clown
Orlando
JJ
to
Redick.
get off the shot.
And
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
It's a nice debacle. Like I said, the Lakers just you're gonna make some
1:03 left to play in the first quarter.
Never look good. When they play a bad team,
Now Iverson.
you can
No
take them.
scoring in this one.
When
Here's
they
Van
play a good
Horn.
team, folks,
2
you
free
tell them,
throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
fading.
And it's going to be on Tracy
What do you
McGrady.
think? And this is
His
all the way.
attitude and confidence infectious.
Ladies, if you want a hot
Williams
walking
is
body
checked
like
in
me,
for
try the new
Philadelphia.
viral gelatin
Here comes
recipe,
in
but I'm
for
warning you,
Iverson.
don't have more than one
And
food a
it's a
day.
magic with the
Otherwise,
ball.
you'll drop the weight too fast. It's simple, effective, and takes less than 20 seconds to
And
make.
here's
Yes,
Armstrong.
it's that simple. It all
Plays it
started
up
when
and
Dr.
takes it
Austin
in.
called me and asked a very strange question. Do you have gelatin at home? At
The
that time,
76ers trail by 7. Here is Boykins. Over to the wing. A nice shot by Van Horn.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Magic have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. McCulloch with the block.
And we saw he was ready to swat that one away in very good position.
You know,
Now
the
Boykins.
offensive stretch that we had there
Hits the
in the
three-point
third,
line.
so for
Van Horn's got 6 points.
Just look at what a sniper he is.
5 turnovers in that stretch.
That's an unusual skill for a big fella.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Magic lead by 4.
Yeah,
From
you know,
First
the
Union
turnovers,
Center,
fast break points,
we'll be back in just a moment.
with the turnovers,
it's probably hard to generalize it, but how much of their sort of athleticism that like been forced, how many of us feel like we're forced versus just kind of give the ball.
They're really good physical basketball team as part of the game.
The offensive glass.
From
That was the difference.
our vantage point, it seemed like the players were extraordinarily frustrated with the officiating, and I guess I wanted to know, one, did you share any of that opinion, and two, do you think maybe their reactions to the officiating may have taken them out of some of the
I think there's probably a level of frustration when you're turning the ball over. You're feeling like you're getting fouled. There's frustration. Sure. Again, I said it here, we said it this morning, you're getting fouled. It's just get over it.
JJ said, that level of physicality, the toughness from certain. Do you know what this group's DNA is yet? Is that established? Do you have a sense of what your team is?
Still trying to figure that out. And I know that's maybe a cop out.
Here's Francis.
I do know that we have had a lot of stops and starts, and we try to not just the staff, but the players, staff, everybody, really try to
change here as well. Ice is checked in. Executing
to
to perfection right now
every
offensively.
night, have the right intent. The flow of presentation. All that has been challenging for everyone. Just the coaching. It's just challenging for everyone. Building identity.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic.
It's think about our team last year. This team is different. Our identity will eventually be different, but we didn't get that identity until late January. And checked in. So I don't think it's unnatural. I've been beating Harry Phil last year. So I always felt like I seemed like that next game.
Boykins with the steal.
I think it's hard to figure out with this team.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Boykins.
Okay.
6 to shoot. Over
Francis. JJ had it in for the chat. He said JJ was
the board.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Here's Francis. Hasn't made one yet. And the turnover again by Orlando. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Coleman's checked in for Duncan. McKee comes in for Williams. Iverson's checked in for Buckner. And it's Snow in for Earl Boykins. Orlando also making some changes. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Turkoglu. And it's Hastings in for Armstrong. And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Coleman. Pass to Snow to the middle. Here's McKee. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Good work spotting that gap and then exploiting it with a quality pass.
The Magic trail by 4. Here's Francis. Still yet to score. Just 5 on the clock. McGrady right side. It's stolen by McKee. Plenty of space. And it's Rice with the rebound. Rice has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Francis passes to Rice. To hold the run. No good. McKee with the defensive effort. Philadelphia leading by 4. Back to Iverson. And it's Rice with the rebound. Rice has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And so Orlando again turning it over.
this JJ Redick interview. We got AMJ Beats who said if LeBron is gone, does this team really get better? No.